Good morning, doctors. Welcome again. Today we are going to discuss about clinical MCQs, clinical science MCQs. This is part 1 MRCP E section. A 45-year-old man was seen by his GP because of persistent tiredness. A series of investigations, including full blood count, urea, electrolyte liver function test, and thyroid function test, were within normal limits. Apart from a potassium 6.4 high, what is most likely explanation for this condition? You can pause this video and think which is single best answer here. So single best answer here is sample hemolysis. Sometimes sample hemolysis shows false raised potassium level. Okay. Now you have been asked to investigate the effect of a new agent for treating diabetes on the production of branch changed amino acids. What is the best way to measure as yet unknown metabolites? So you can pause this video and think your best answer. So best answer here is mass spectrometry. Let's discuss why. Isolated hyperkalemia is frequently seen where GP blood samples have been left to stand for some time. Usually they are collected from rural location and take some time to reach the analyzer. In the presence of other normal lab values and limited clinical history only mentioning tiredness, the chances of a more significant problem are slim. In this situation, it most appropriate to ask the patient to attend the emergency department so that his potassium can be retested. Okay. Hope you understand now. Mass spectrometry. This is a potentially common situation in drug development where the metabolites formed as a result of use of particular agents are not known. Whilst NMR is effective at characterizing metabolites, it measures approximately 200 non-metabolites. As such, mass spectrometry is the better option as a number of peaks corresponding to different metabolites can be characterized radioimmunoassay or ELISA RELS on knowing suspecting the metabolite. Okay. 25-year-old woman was seen in her partner in the genetics clinic. She wishes to start family and wants to discuss inheritance of mitochondrial disorder which occurs in her family and leads to the range of neurological symptoms. What is most description of the likely pattern of inheritance? So pause this video and think which is best answer. So best answer here is maternal inheritance. It is due to maternal inheritance. Okay. You have been investigating a new agent which acts via the PCSK9 pathway, which may have positive effects on cardiovascular risk profile. What is the best description of the function of PCSK9 is mainly binds to the LDL receptor. It binds to the LDL receptor. Okay. In reference to sample size for comparative studies, which of the following best described as a type 2 error? So pause this video, take your 1 minute time, not more, and think which is single best answer. So single best answer here is it shows no difference in the target population where there is a significant difference. Okay. A study was carried out in which the weights of a large group of patients were measured. One patient weight fell on 75 percentile. Which of the following best describe what this means? This means pause this video, take your time, minimum 1 minute, not more than 1 minute, maximum 1 minute. So answer here is 75% of patient weigh less than this patient. Okay. Now we already discussed. Mitochondrial disorders are inherited via maternal line because chromosomal DNA is 100% contained within the oocytes. Okay. now. A study measures the hemoglobin value for a group of patients. The standard deviation is found to be 2 gram per deciliter, and it is concluded that the data was normal distribution. Which of the following statement is true when the normal distribution is assumed? So same condition. Pause this video. Think single best answer. Maximum 1 minute time. So the single best answer here is 99% of subjects are within third deviation of the mean. Okay. Novel drug treatment has been developed to treat patients with epilepsy. Initial studies have been carried out on healthy volunteers and a small group of well-controlled epileptics. Which of the following is the best option for the manufacturers to get further data on this drug with a view of putting it in the marketplace? So pause this video, think your best answer. So the best answer is double blind parallel group randomized controlled trial. Okay. There is general, not parallel, this is crossover randomized trial. Why crossover? Sorry, but not parallel, this is crossover randomized trial. Why? Because first group they took is healthy volunteers on a small group, but another they get putting in market. See, the treatment has been developed in patient with epilepsy carried out on healthy volunteers, small group when controlled epileptics. Which of the following is best option to manufacture get further data in this drug to view putting it in a marketplace? That's why this is cross-sectional double blind. Okay, because firstly put in a healthy volunteers, but they now want to put in a marketplace. That's why crossover randomized control trial. Okay. There is a general consensus that performing an endoscopic procedure on a patient without sedation causes distresses. To test this further, you carry out a study where you measure a group of patient blood pressure as a surrogate marker for distress. Before and other a diagnostic gastroscopy. Which of the following tests would you use to prove the endoscopic investigation result in change in blood pressure and hence is likely to cause distresses? So best answer here is, you can pause, think. Best is paired T test. Okay. Which of the following best describe standard deviation? Same condition. Pause the video, think single best answer. Maximum time is 1 minute. So best answer here is spread a data around the median value. Let's discuss. 99% of subjects are within 3 standard deviation of mean. When assuming normal distribution, 99% of subjects are within 3 standard deviation. Mean 95% of subjects within 2 standard deviation and 68% of subjects were within 1 standard. Okay. Double blind crossover to test a novel treatment, a randomized controlled trial should be used to verify its effectiveness. A crossover study provides better results when comparing treatments but can only be used if a treatment is not disease modified. In this case, drug is likely to be helpful in epileptics. Paired T-test binds test needs to compare the average blood pressure result before and after the endoscopic procedure. A paired sample T-test will compare the mean of 2 variables and test to see if the average difference is significantly different from 0. Okay. Spread of data around the median value. The standard deviation, how disappear the data are and measure of difference between the mean and each data value. So guys, I forgot to discuss. So hope till here it's very much clear for you. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me. And if you're new on my channel, please subscribe it, and if you like this video, please don't forget to put like on it. Thank you, good day, goodbye, that's all.